Hey there, this is Math 7, Unit 6, Lesson 11, using equations to solve problems. So the first one I'm assuming is going to be your cool down here, and so it's a good problem. Diego scored 9 points less than Andre. All right, there's Diego, 9 less than Andre. Noah scored twice as many points as Diego. If Noah scored 10, how many did Andre score? So just kind of a puzzle there to figure all that out. So I'll let you work that out a little bit, use some numbers, some variables, and see what you come up with. I'm going to move on to number 2 and do a few of these here. It says Han wants to save up to buy a $175 tablet. So that's how much money he needs, $175. He can make $12 per hour mowing lawns. Okay? And he already has saved $31. How many hours will he need to mow the lawns to make enough money to buy the tablet? Okay, so what do we know? We know that he already has $31. Excellent. We know that to add to that, he's going to have to do some working. He can make $12 every hour. Let's call that H. Now, we want to know how many hours it's going to take to make how much money? $175. That's his goal. So he's going to take the $31 that he already has saved and add to it $12 for every hour of lawn mowing he does. So, if we subtract 31 from both sides, we have 144 equals 12H. We divide both sides by 12 and find out that the hours he'd have to work would be 12 hours. 144 divided by 12 is 12. So he's going to have to work 12 hours in order to have enough money to buy that tablet, including his savings. Alright, that's the idea. Number 3. 3 says, Noah and Diego went to the fair. Noah spent half of his money on rides. Then he spent $25 on food. At the end of the day, he had $12 left. Alright, so how much money did he bring to the fair? We could think of it a couple ways. Think of it this way. Think about this being Noah's money. Okay, are you okay with that so far? So here's all Noah's money. He spends half of it on the rides. There's half of it. Then, okay, we can call that maybe half of the X. Half his money. Then he spends $25 on food, and he had $12 left. Okay? So, based upon this, we actually can find out how much the half was going to be, and we could use a picture to say, well, if this is half, if half of it is 25 and 12, which combine to make 37, that means half the money was 37, and the whole amount is going to be those combined together, which is going to be 74. Now that's using a picture to solve it. Is there another way of doing it? Certainly there is. We could say that half of the money that he makes, okay, minus 25 is going to be equal to 12. Okay, so if you take half the money, he spends half his money, and then he gets rid of another 25, is 12. So we add 25 to both sides, and we have 37 here equals 1/2 of the money. To get rid of the half, we multiply both sides by 2, and the money that he started off with is 37 times 2, which is 74. So you could set up an equation, you could draw a picture. Either way, you can get the same answer, which says he has $74 at the start of the fair. For number 4, it says Priya's dad gave her $30 to spend buying party items for guests. She's already spent $750, right? So we know that here's her money. She has spent $750 of the $30 she has. If each of the party favors costs $1.50, how many party favors can she buy? So the question is, she wants to buy some party favors in here, where every party favor is going to be costing $1.50. We can call that $1.50 times X for the party favor. And she wants to know how many of those she can buy. And essentially, how many little party favor bags can she make there? So to solve this, we would do the $750. We're going to add to that the price of the party favor times the number of party favors she might get, and set it equal to how much money she can actually spend, which is $30. So we subtract $750 from both sides, which means I have over here $22.50 equals $1.50 times x. I'll divide both sides by $1.50, $1.50, and x equals 15. So, how many party favors can she buy? She can buy 15. Does she have enough money if she invites 15 guests to her party? I would say yes, it looks like she does because she has 15 party favors. But of course, her guests could be nice and not worry about getting a party favor, and she can invite 30 guests and just give 15 party favors to those who really want them. But that's another story. All right, number 5. Andre's dad had a pipe fixed in their house. The cost to hire a plumber was $80 plus $60 per hour. How many hours did the plumber work if he charged Andre's dad $260? So let's read this again. To get the plumber, it's going to cost $80 plus $60 per hour. So we can call it 60 times the number of hours. And we don't know how many hours he worked, but we know in the end he had to pay $260. Can we solve for the number of hours? Sure we can. We subtract from 80 from both sides. So that's 60h equals, in our case here, 160. Oops. We divide both sides by 60. Right? And h goes into there. Well, we have h then equals 160 divided by this, and 160 divided by 60 is going to not be not a super nice number. We like nicer ones. So pull out the calculator real quick. 160 divided by 60, and we get 2.6. It kind of repeats for a while. Right, so not super nice. As a fraction, it's 16 over 6. We could reduce that down to 8 over 3. 3 goes into there 2 times, so 2 2/3 hours is what that looks like there. So kind of strange. I'm not sure why that's quite like that. $80 plus $60 per hour. That looks good. 260. Just some weird numbers. So that's how many hours you work. 2 2/3. Just not great numbers to play with. All right, and number 6 there, it says Claire incorrectly solves the equation. Her work is shown here. Explain where she made the error and then what is the correct solution. So look in that, see where she messed up and correct it for her and find out the actual answer. All right, that's it for today. Have a great day and we'll see you next time.